Hello, this is M with Emerald Mapping, back with Rise and Shmup. We're in Stage 5 of Gradius. It's actually been a couple days since I recorded those. The last couple days of episodes, E3 is mostly done. It's now Wednesday. This will go up Thursday. I am not here to talk about Zelda, because you can go on Twitter if you want to talk about Zelda. I'm going to talk about, I started playing Kingdom Hearts for the first time since 2004, I think is when I played Kingdom Hearts. And that's a really interesting game to go back to. I'm playing on PS3. If only because I feel like the flaws of Kingdom Hearts are incredible. Like, I don't think it's a bad game. I think it suffers from, like, its age and the technology around it. I'm gonna tweet... My goal is to play through all of Kingdom Hearts before Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out, which is a lot of games, I understand that, but I will tweet them. I have a hashtag and everything, so I hope you enjoy. Getting some slowdown happening here. Only when I'm firing, though, because I have 1,000 projectiles. Oh, goodness. Alright. Sorry, what was I saying? Oh, I'm gonna tweet my thoughts as I go through it, but basically, so I know Kingdom Hearts is like a hard game to approach if you didn't grow up with it, and I think the reasons are basically like three. One, the game moves incredibly slowly by not just modern sensibilities, but general game inclination at all. Sora needs a sprint. The battles are kind of slow. Like, it just takes forever to do everything. The gummy ship isn't even that bad, except for the part where it moves way slower than it should. And that all sucks. Well, good thing I just saved. The second part is, though it goes out of its way to replicate the settings of Disney films, it doesn't do it with any actual sense of space. It's basically like really nicely made textures that are on boxes that you run through. So every place just ends up feeling like a really samey combat arena, unless it has a couple platforms, and the platforming is all bad. And that's a huge bummer. Whoops, that's on me. And so, while it's like visually interesting, it's not fun to traverse through, and that's a downer. The third thing is the music goes out of its way to be like orchestrated and rich and kind of old-fashioned in the way that Disney soundtracks often are, at least the games that are representing Kingdom Hearts for the most part. The problem with that is that while like simple and clean is great, and like the Kingdom Hearts fanfare is great, and like the story beats are all good, the compositions of the actual environmental tracks are just like really milquetoast, like poor man's Disney. Like, they're not fanfares. There's no progression of like emotion or plot through them, and it just ends up feeling very hollow. Like, you just hear the same 2-minute loops over and over again, and they're pleasant enough, but it ends up feeling like you are being bombarded by like a Disneyland ride more than you are enjoying like Disney properties. And I say this as someone who's not been to Disneyland. I actually suspect the music at Disneyland proper is much better than this, but that stuff makes it really hard to appreciate, like running through those boring areas slowly as you're subjected to the same song over and over and over again. I think all of those things are addressed in later entries of Kingdom Hearts. I don't actually know. It's been a long time since I played Kingdom Hearts 2. I played it in like a fever dream, and I feel like I don't remember it particularly well. But I'll get there. I got through Traverse Town. Well, I started the game last night and got through Wonderland. So tonight I'll be going to the Coliseum. I'm probably going to record another one of these before that happens. So don't expect my hot Coliseum takes about how Cloud sucks until Saturday's episode. But I'll probably have them. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I have to talk about. Kingdom Hearts. The things you want to know. I really wish I had like a screen clear bomb in this game. I think it'd be really good with one. I mean, it's already not a difficult game. What's the game? It's R-Type that has all the like crazy gross biological enemies, right? I think that's correct. I might play an R-Type. I know having a good TurboGrafx emulator means I can play basically all the shooters, because of this era, almost everything got a good TurboGrafx version, because this was, like, not quite the arcade perfect console, but it had the best arcade emulation of this type of game of that era. And as someone who doesn't really like arcade games, but likes shooters pretty well, it might be worth exploring that. I think we're at the core ship now? Oh yeah, it's our buddy, core ship. You're the worst, core ship. Yeah, I kind of expected these to be more fantastical areas. This is actually a very straightforward space shooter. I guess it makes sense given that it was like the place where a lot of this stuff started. We're gonna stop here. This is like the beginning of a lot of the things that kind of define the genre. I assume the sequels are probably a little more ridiculous, but I don't know. If I play through the rest of them, and that's not a guarantee, I'm excited for 5 in particular because it's made by Treasure, and I enjoyed Treasure's shooter output of the era in which that game was released. Anyway, that's it. Thanks so much for watching. See you tomorrow with more Rise and Shmup with Gradius. Bye.